Wish was for a vacant eyesore to be torn down. Well, sadly, the 87-year-old passed away without that wish being granted. It's a story our Ronnie Dahl has been following. She is back on Detroit's east side tonight with the update for us. Ronnie?
Stephen, tomorrow marks 2 years since I first met Miss Julia Ann Phillips. She was 85 years old at the time, had lived on this block of Cadillac Boulevard for more than 30 years. And sadly, her last years were spent living in fear because of the house next door, a house owned by the Detroit Land Bank Authority. I tried getting it torn down. She tried getting it torn down. Even her son tried getting it torn down. And despite the land bank getting more than $150 million in federal funds to fight blight, the house is still here.
It's an honor to own your own home.
Julia Ann Phillips was a proud woman, soft-spoken, dignified, and she only wanted one thing: peace.
I wouldn't lay there listening for every little crack that's going on, because you never know where they're breaking in or whether your house is next.
The house next door to the elderly woman sat empty for years. Ravaged by metal thieves, it became a constant concern. In June of 2014, city officials said the house was coming down, only it never did. So I kept exposing the problem, putting the owner of the Detroit Land Bank Authority on notice for being a bad neighbor.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Dahl with Channel 7. We're here to put you on Santa's naughty list.
The months passed by and the house sat. Because of the location, there was no money to tear it down, said the Detroit Land Bank Authority. So they decided to put it up for sale.
This one, we have decided, can be saved.
The thought of neighbors next door? Well, it was a day of hope for Miss Phillips.
That would be a blessing, yes it will.
But those new neighbors never did move in.
Put it up for auction a couple of times. We had a buyer, but he fell through.
No buyer and no money to tear it down, yet cash continued to flow to the former executive director Kevin Samowski following his termination October 8, 2015. Action News obtained these documents showing he was paid through December 1st. And there is also plenty of money in the budget for salaries. Records show the Detroit Land Bank Authority went from just a few employees to more than 80. And 5 of those employees make over $100,000 a year. And not one of them was able to find funding to tear down an eyesore for an elderly woman living in fear.
It would be a great send-off for her in heaven, knowing that that house is knocked down.
And so her son, Michael, is going to keep the fight going. I know the Detroit Land Bank Authority wants to say that they're tearing down a record number of homes across Metro Detroit. They're doing great work. Well, to Miss Phillips, their work didn't go far enough, and sadly, she didn't live long enough to spend her final days in peace. For now, I'm reporting live on the city's east side. Back to you.
Yeah, we wish she would have been around long enough to see it happen, and on that note, we'd like to see it happen.
We'll keep going. I'll tell you what, they haven't seen the last of me on this one.
Oh, we know you're going to keep at it. Thank you so much, Ronnie. What's to come on Action News?